Hello! How is everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. Ooh, let's see here. Oh wow, got a lot of people in here already. Guys, before I begin, I just want to say thank you for being here and being a part of this journey that I'm on. It's been an absolute wild trip, and I wanted to kind of end things off with this documentary series by just kind of doing this live and talking with some of you guys. So thank you so much for being here. Hopefully everything's working out great over here. Hopefully everything is up and running and looking good. Quick little thing before we start here, just so everybody knows, we're multi-streaming right now on both YouTube and Twitch. For whatever reason, if YouTube decides to block this or take this down or whatever, there's a link in this description where the live stream will continue on Twitch. But I don't foresee that happening, but I figured I'd give that little warning out there anyway. But yeah, guys, seriously, thank you so much for being here. This is absolutely fantastic. And thank you so much for that donation. That was really nice of you. So today I see a lot of it in chat today saying, hey, which documentary are we doing here today? What is this? Is this the updated version or not? I've been told by a lot of people to actually check out the updated version because there's just so much more information and obviously it's more current. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to be doing the an introduction to the 7 members of BTS by Ida S, the 2021 update. But if you have any information to share with me, I just got one favor to ask of you. If BTS means something special to you, or this music has helped you in any way, or has any sort of substance in your life, please leave it in a comment or in a message, or whatever you choose. A lot of people read these things after, and I like to read the comments after too, and it really just gives me a better perspective as to how important this this band is to everybody else. It's been quite the journey for me. It's been really hard not to listen to any of the music after watching some of these documentaries. I feel like a protective parent of these boys at this point. I watched the history of them. I learned about their humble beginnings, their connection to big hit entertainment. And then I started to learn about the substance of their music. And then from there, I started also learning about the army and how massive and just some of the great things the BTS army has done for, honestly, humanity in general. Matching some donation goals to really help out a lot of people. It's really some awe-inspiring stuff, and it's beautiful to see. So why am I doing this? Well, what am I doing with BTS? When I started my reaction channel about a year ago, about a month into my reaction journey, people would start randomly, periodically popping in and saying, hey, you got to check out BTS. And I'm like, it's probably not for me. I'm sorry, I got a ton of other bands I got to check out. But I always put BTS in the back burner because I just assumed it's probably not for me. I'm like a middle-aged American guy that has more of a rock-orientated background. I didn't see it really connecting with me. So for months, I put BTS on the back burner. I didn't give them a shot. And then as time progressed and as I started doing reactions to all sorts of other bands, people started saying, well, hey, if you like this sort of thing about music, or you like the artistic integrity of this band, you probably should check out BTS. And some of these comments really got to me, and I'm like, wow, okay, it sounds like these people are saying that there's actually some substance to this band. My impression of BTS, even up to about a month or two ago, was, and I hate to say it, I'll probably get some flack for this, but I thought BTS was probably just a gimmick. Yeah, and I thought it was probably designed for, just teenage girls to kind of, get hot and heavy over like these very cute boys. And that was kind of the substance of the band. I figured they probably were going to just be talking about trendy things, probably talking about things that didn't really have any sort of artistic integrity or substance. And their fan base was probably just a bunch of 15-year-old girls. Man, was I wrong. And it's been a journey kind of learning about them and the substance of what they talk about and how much integrity they have for music themselves, and it's absolutely beautiful to see. And one thing I gotta say before I even start reacting to any of this music, even if I don't like it, even if this music is not for me, I am always going to have a tremendous amount of respect for this band. What they've done, how they approach, the community-based organizations, how they stand up for like mental health and how they actually help people is incredibly inspiring. And I think anybody can truly just kind of get down with that. So after learning about these documentaries and learning about their trials and tribulations, I really started to feel like a protective parent, Once I saw people kind of hurting them or going out of their way to say bad things about them or whatever, it angered me. And this is without actually ever hearing any of their music. Well, actually, I gotta take that back because I have heard one song. I've heard the song Butter. When I first started to learn when I first said, all right, fine, screw it, I'm gonna check out BTS. I was almost not excited to do so. I was almost preparing to be let down. I was almost like, okay, there's not going to be anything to this. It's going to be cheesy. It's going to be just music that's not designed for me. And so the first thing I checked out was Butter. And the only reason I checked out Butter first is because at the time, the song was only about a week or two old. And I said, I'll just check out, the newer song. And I liked it. And I liked how fun and bouncy and how kind of creative the sound design was. And I'm like, oh, this is really kind of neat. But in that video itself, I also insulted a huge chunk of the BTS community by basically calling, oh, their fans must just be 15-year-old girls. And that's when the onslaught of comments came in where people said, no, these guys are incredibly popular from ages to a toddler to people that are 85 years old. And I've had some really interesting conversations with people that are really into this band and have told me how much this band means to them and how much it's changed their life and given them a better positive outlook on life from their music. And like I said, this is just really inspiring stuff. So that's my journey. That's where I stand. That's where I stand here today. We've watched these documentaries and I've learned about all of those things I just mentioned, but I still have a little bit of trouble understanding what does each member of this band do? What do they contribute to this project? What are their roles in this band? So we're going to learn that here today. Now, I'm hoping after today's documentary, I can start actually reacting to the music. I might do that, or I might do this series everybody really wants me to do, the rise of, and I'm probably saying this wrong, I'm sorry, the rise of Bagaton. I think that's what it is. You gotta understand, I don't know anything about K-pop. I don't know anything about these groups besides what I've learned in these documentaries. And I might do that as well. Maybe I'll keep doing this every Sunday. I'll just do an episode every week until we finish it. I don't know. We'll see how we feel after today's documentary. But seriously, guys, thank you for just being here. Thank you for being so supportive of an outsider coming into this group and being so embracing and welcoming to basically a newcomer. Part of the reason I've decided to keep pushing with this band, besides everything that I respect about the band themselves, is actually the community surrounding this band. I thought to myself, like, wow, I kind of insulted them with this first video, and they just kind of laughed it off, and they kind of just educated me on it in a very polite and very welcoming way. And I thought to myself, this is the kind of community I can get down with. They seem like good people, you know? It's been that way ever since with every single one of these things. So again, huge thank you for even just being here, sharing some of your experiences with me. It means the world to me. And thank you for just taking time out of your day to help me understand the phenomenon of BTS. All right, what do you say, guys? What do you say we get into this thing? Let's switch screens here. Let's see, bear with me for 1 second. Haven't streamed on YouTube in a while, so I gotta switch screens here. Let's go over to this one. All right. See here. All right, so an introduction to the 7 members of BTS. This is from Ida S. Huge shout out to Ida S. and a lot of these channels that have really helped me kind of understand as well. I think one is the Bye Bye Gang. There's a couple others. I'm sorry I'm forgetting the names. I'll be sure to link them in the description once this video goes live for people watching later. Because a lot of these people that put these videos together, like they're taking time out of their day to really explain the phenomenon of this project to a layman like me. And it's truly helped. And it's absolutely fantastic. So people like Ida S. and these people that are putting this sort of content out to help people have a better understanding and importance of this group, it's massively, massively important to new members of the army, I guess. And it's been absolutely phenomenal to watch. All right, so let's see here. Where do we begin? I guess we can just start. Man. Oh, wow, there's a lot of you guys here. Thanks, guys, for being here. This is really awesome of you guys. All right, so what do you say we start? An introduction to the 7 members of BTS. Let's find out what these guys do, what their roles in this band, how musically inclined they are. This is the kind of thing I want to figure out. I want to figure out if any of these guys are actually musicians. There's a lot of talk about some of them are like professional dancers. I don't really know a whole lot about choreography or about dancing. I suppose I can appreciate it, but I don't know. Like, this whole thing is about stepping outside of my wheelhouse anyway, so I'm just going to do the best I can, and we'll just go from there. All right, what do you say we start? Here we go. Let me know if the audio is okay. BTS is a South Korean group of 3 rappers and 4 vocalists who debuted in 2013. Wow, look at this stadium. Wow, that's insane. I'm not sure what venue this is, but this looks like a massive venue. A normal football stadium here in America holds about 75,000 people. That looks a little bit bigger than a normal sized stadium. That is massive. Look at that. Main, lead, and sub. In K-pop, the group members make their debut with different roles. Exact terms of the South Korean main, lead, and sub. So yeah, another thing here, guys, is I'm so sorry that I'm not very well versed on, you know, South Korean culture and K-pop and things like that. I'm trying to learn, and I mean absolutely no disrespect if I stumble over something or I don't quite get something. Let's keep going. But I guess main, lead, and sub in K-pop, the group members make their debut in different roles. The exact term used in South Korea are main, lead, and sub. Main is the highest ranking, and then lead and sub. So do the members have different ranks, I guess? Is that what they're trying to say? RM, he's a rapper, okay.
예전보단 더 웃어 소환했던 슈퍼히로 이제 진짜 된 것 같아 근데 가수도 뭐 말들이 많어 누군 달리라고 누군 멈춰서라 해 얘는 숲을 보라고 걔는 들곳을 보라 해 Yeah I'm already 17 Time flows too fast Yeah 가끔 고개를 들어 밤하늘에 떠있는 별을 보면 난 생각이 들고 내 어디로 흘러가는 건지 의문이 들어 불투명해진 future 모든 판단의 기준이 이미
He's the first member, huh?
젖은 현실을 원망하며
이만한 것이 뿐이죠 나 여기 오야 말하는 나의 생 뭔가 시간을 되돌려준다면 어쩜 내가 더 솔직할 수 있을까 나만 아는 나의 꿈의 얼굴도 추억을 초라하네 않는 우리 버튼도 나를 보는 그 미소를 여전히 난 나를 그것도 사랑해줄 수 있을까 영원히 소리 좀 그만해 어차피 오늘 그저리는 것을 아시장이 있다면 알아오르는 스튜디 너무 많은 소리 혹은 너무 많은 위로 알아보는 스튜디 그냥 너무 무서워서 좀 내가 너를 사랑했던 적이 아예 없는 늦었지만 너 지지했다고 너만 나를 사랑했다고
That's what I've been hearing about. Now, I'm sorry, I got to stop at some of these music things and kind of just touch on the music for 1 second, but this is some of that substance I was talking about earlier. Obviously, I don't really understand the language, and then even rap music in general can be kind of hard for me to follow sometimes. It's just not really in my wheelhouse. It's not that I can't appreciate it and that it's not poetic. It's just that I find a lot of it to be kind of flaky. You know, it's they're talking about how many cars they have, how many women are on their shoulders, how much status they have, how great they are. And as I was trying to follow along with the lyrics to just that rap line here, he's just talking about what seems like love. That's interesting. That's interesting from a hardstyle rap point of view because the aggressive nature and the tone of this, it leads you to believe and it leads you to, you know, be reminiscent of, you know, kind of that harder rap style you might hear from like Eminem or something like that, where they're talking about darker things or things that are, you know, just frivolous, things that don't matter. And that's not what this seems to be about. This is what I keep hearing. This band has substance. This band has actual meaning behind their lyrics. And we just saw a little glimpse of it right there. Let's keep going.
My name is Kim Namjoon, also known as RM.
Oh, he speaks English good.
Yes. No matter who you are, where you're from, your skin color, your gender identity, just speak yourself. Like most people, I've made many and plenty mistakes in my life. I have many faults, and I have many more fears, but I'm gonna embrace myself as hard as I can. And I'm starting to love myself gradually, just little by little.
That is beautiful. So he's given some sort of speech. I'm not sure where he's talking to, right? I'm not sure what the audience is right there. He seems very passionate. He seems very humble. Humble is another word I think I could use to describe these guys in some of the documentaries that I've seen. They seem like just down-to-earth people that actually cares about issues. I'm surprised how well this guy's English is, RM. I didn't realize like really any of them could speak. Well, no, I knew they sang in English, but I didn't know that they could speak so fluently like that. At least that guy, RM. But yeah, it seems passionate and it seems honest, you know, and he's talking about making mistakes himself and not really putting himself on a pedestal, but by saying, hey, I've made mistakes too. But like he's very passionate about this subject and about loving yourself, which I guess ties into the whole mental health aspect that I keep hearing about these guys, which is another reason I truly respect them, is that they have, you know, they're doing these sort of things where they're willing to talk about these sort of issues, even though it might not be the trendiest thing or it might not be the thing that's going to sell the most records, but it is the most honest thing, and there's just a tremendous amount of integrity to it. I also just heard that I saw in chat before I started, I guess there's some sort of speech going on tomorrow at a UN. They're speaking at the UN. Love to hear more about that. Let's keep going. Okay, so he's the leader. Interesting.
거 있잖아요. 그냥 누군가 하긴 해야 되는데 한 번 더 엉덩이를 뗄 수 있는 사람이 되는 게 좋은 리더십인 것 같아요. 근데 저도 잘 못했어요, 사실은.
참 리더지.
내가 이때까지 본 리더 중에 형이 짱이에요.
고맙다.
사실 리더들한테 뭐 별다른 베네핏은 없는데 책임만 엄청 있거든.
사실 맞아요. 정말 너무
힘든.
예, 예. 그래서 팀원들이 많이 도와줘야 되고
맞습니다.
멤버들이 너무 도와줘야 되고.
That's awesome. So, all right. So there is actual rules in this band. That's what they were saying in the beginning. You have your leader, your main, your sub, and I forget the last one. So there's an actual leader of the band, and that's him. And it seems like the rest of the guys kind of respect him for that. And again, I'm seeing a lot of humbleness saying, I'm not sure how good I am at this, but the guys kind of coming around him, as good friends should do, and embrace you and lift you up and say, no, you're doing a great job, and we love you for it. And I just say it warms your heart. There's something incredibly wholesome about this band. All right, so RM serves as one of the primary songwriters of the group. I apologize, my dumb face is covering some of the subtitles here. I didn't realize there's going to be so many subtitles.
왜 쏘고 발음이 비슷한 걸까 무슨 영혼을 가졌길래 무엇이 날 이토록 너의 곁에
잡아주나 173?
난 이제 네가 너무 지겨워 너의 맨날 똑같은 표정
I think what they're trying to say here, those credits, what that sounds like to me is the variation here of a company in America we have called ASCAP, which is basically like copyrights. So it sounds like he's got 173 published trademarked songs. Or, yeah, I guess you could call them trademarks. I'm not sure what you guys call them out there. But that's pretty wild. So he's written 173 of them. Dang. And he's the fourth most credited idol in KOMCA's history, and making him the youngest person to reach that number of credits. Yeah, so I'm assuming credits means it means like trademarks or something. Oh, well, they got solo projects. No way. So he's had some crazy collaborations too. He's done work with Warren G, kind of a legend. I recognize the band Fall Out Boy and Lil Nas. Those are the only names I recognize. I don't know who MFBTY is or Primary or Hone, but I recognize some of these acts, at least because maybe they're American acts. Let's see here. 1 second here. Let's push up here.
I think too much now and drink too much now to numb it, cause I don't want to die. Real friends love you to no limit. Yeah. I believe that real change lies in the mirror. Yeah. Since I was a little one, wasn't supposed to get much. Now they got their hands up on me like a sticker. 한마디가 겁나더라. 관심 있다고 내게 해결되기 부끄러 차가운 달이 됐지만 그 후로 자꾸 만들어진다.
Sorry, let me just read this over here. Why do I have that like that? I don't know. And I can't change it now. It's just my settings from before for my Twitch settings. Sorry if chat's kind of bothering you guys over there. It's just so people on Twitch can, I guess, chat with people on YouTube. Sorry if it's taking up too much of the screen, but I can't change it now. All right, RM loves nature, going to museums and reading books. Okay, yeah. I love nature too. Weavers, what is that? Sugar. All right, so he's a rapper. He's one of the 3 rappers. What an interesting use of frequencies. Sorry, I gotta analyze some of the music because for about a month now I've been dying to hear it, and I'm hearing little snippets of this right now. This is awesome. They try to drive way up, mids way down. This way the bass just kind of seeps right through, and then he's got some sort of drive effect on his voice. And usually when you hit those kind of like higher notes like that, what's going to happen is going to peak, but he has some sort of limiter on his voice which kind of slaps it back around. Gives it a very cool little effect right there. Still, I have no idea what this guy's saying, but dynamically it's interesting. Loss. Okay, so he's got some producing credits here. He originally joined the company as a music producer. Interesting. All right, so I'm starting to learn that there's a little bit more talent behind this band before they even got into the project. Oh, okay. So shooting guard. Okay, I see what it is. I think they said that before in a different documentary. It sounds familiar. Jeez. Okay. This guy's fast. This guy's incredibly fast. Apparently, he's one of the fastest in the industry. He also serves as one of the primary songwriters of the group. Sugar is credited in 124 songs as a producer, songwriter, and composer under the Korean Music Copyright Association. Interesting. All right. I love it. I love it. I love seeing stuff like this, and I love seeing artists actually get behind the computer, get behind an instrument, and actually make the music themselves. You know, in today's pop music, and what I'm finding from some other K-pop bands is there's a whole army of producers and songwriters and all sorts of things behind them that really kind of lifts them up and just makes them the best they can possibly be by creating everything for them. And then you just get kind of a pretty face to look at, but not really much substance behind it. When you're actually creating melodies yourself, creating the beats and the structure and the foundation of music yourself, it holds a deeper meaning to you. And it's easier to kind of express yourself, at least I feel. And it's easier to kind of be, I don't know, it's easier to make it your own as opposed to just rapping over a prefabricated beat or melody or whatever. It's awesome to see these guys actually in the studio creating things themselves. So he's one of the, he serves as one of the primary songwriters of the group. Interesting. 난 back이는 걸 back이는 놈을 좁아다가 후배를 선배를 jack이는 놈 팽이는 내가 back이는 그를 back이는 역사를 바닥에 새기는 몸도 재미도 없는 래퍼들 사이에서는 남들보다 더 챙기는 몸 잘 나가는 벽에 바뀌는 벽에 형들의 시기 절투되게 생기는 소 원하는 건 모두 가졌지 이제 음을 더 가져야만 만족이 될지 내가 원했던 건 너 다음은 돈 다음은 걸 이 다음은 도대체 뭐지 그 다음은 그래 뭘 관심이 느껴지는 현타 This guy has a flow. 그래 여긴 섬 서로가 만든 작은 섬 Forever young 영원이란 말은 몰랐어 작별은 마치 연합부터 같이 그리움과 같이 마주하는 아침 서로가 이영겁을 지나 거기서 나서 잠시 I like Suga a lot. Is he my favorite? I don't know. This guy can play. This guy can play. Substance. Suga has a deep passion for music. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know, guys. Suga seems to be my favorite. I like this guy's style. I like his writing. He's a cook. I don't know. I don't know if you guys have a favorite member, but so far Suga seems to be mine. He's good at cooking, and he's often in charge of the kitchen. He's always carrying equipment around. He probably has an instrument by him at all points in time. I dig it. Looks like some kind of kimchi. Oh, he's the band chef, huh? He's cooking for the band members. That's cool. J-Hope, he's another rapper. All right. Where does this guy go? It's kind of mesmerizing. It's one of the main dancers. Where does this guy go? Man, I wish I could move like that. That'd be cool. Wait, this is heavy. This is like a heavy rock song. Yeah, that's what I know. This is butter. I love this jam. I do. Oh, I see. Yeah, sorry. YouTube's being a jerk, huh? YouTube's always a jerk to me. That's why I do this Twitch thing, because things just freeze and go down for no reason at all, and I have zero control over it. Gotta freaking love it. Gotta love it. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining me over here on Twitch. Freaking jerks. I don't know why it does this. It enrages me to no end. YouTube is just nothing but trouble for me. But thanks for coming over here on Twitch and continuing the documentary with me. This is kind of baloney. Kind of baloney and cheese. But I'm going to keep going anyway. J-Hope is considered the group's dance leader. He knows a lot when it comes to their choreography, and we often see him helping other members. Okay. So choreography, this is something I just don't know a whole lot about, but just kind of watching these guys, it's mesmerizing. It's so, I don't know, it's just like, it's like trancing. It's hypnotizing me. It's pretty wild. I wish I could move like that. I only know how to do the robot.
It's okay. In love, it's okay. 이 순간 행복하면서 우리 뒤로. 그렇게. 우리 뒤로 하고 여기서 하면 돼. 6, 7, 8, 따. 벌써 좋다. 이렇게 싸면 여기 계속 있으면 돼요. 마 싸면서 형 가운데 있고. 보고 싶다. 이렇게 말하니까 더 보고 싶다. 너의 사진을 보고 있어도 보고 싶다. 너무 애석한 시간. 나는 우리가 뺐다. 이제 얼굴 한번 보는 것조차 힘들어진 우리가.
Let's get a soft voice. Version 12.
이게 깔끔하다.
I know this one. This one came up. This one came up in a live reaction stream I did. Someone recommended it to me. They're like, "You got to check out this song." I didn't really quite get it, but it was stuck in my head for like days after. Apparently, He's involved somehow. The person who recommended it to me kept saying, it's all about this street dancing, and this street dancing is a style in itself. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's not quite breakdancing. It's not like the spinning on the cardboard thing like you saw back in the 90s, but something kind of reminiscent of that. That's so funny, though. Yeah, I literally just heard this one. I had no idea.
Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. Chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side.
All right, so Jin. He's a vocalist. I want to point out how clean that sounds, and I also want to point out how there's absolutely zero effect on that vocal line. That is 100% clean, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. It's pretty cool. We're starting to see some vocal talent here, besides just the rapping. You want to be an actor? So this guy was just walking on the street, wanted to be an actor, and then Big Hit approached him and said, hey, do you want to be a part of this thing? All right. So he didn't really have any musical background whatsoever. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
어렸을 때는 아버지를 존경했어서 아버지 따라서 그냥 회사원 그러다가 꿈이 드라마를 보다가 어떤 한 분에 의해서 배우로 바뀌게 되고 빅히트에 캐스팅이 되고 나서는 또 이렇게 가수의 꿈을 갖게 되었죠. 21살 연습생 되기 전까진 노래에 전혀 흥미가 없어서 노래를 전혀 안 부르고 있다가 21살, 20살 이때부터 노래를 시작하게 되었는데
There's some power behind that. This guy's all right. He's got some power and he has some control, and it's amazing to me that he didn't want anything to do with singing. He grew up. He wanted to be a salaryman like his dad, like most sons want to do. They want to kind of imitate their father, and then decided he wanted to be an actor, and then all of a sudden just completely switched around and is now doing this. What a shift, huh? It's impressive to me to see that he kind of almost just started singing. Well, maybe not just started singing, but he's new to it, and he already has this sort of power and this sort of control over it. I mean, so far we haven't heard him sing any kind of crazy, crazy notes, any crazy F5s or anything like that. But at the same time, there is control to this. There's strength behind the voice, and it sounds very pleasing. I wish I had a better audio clip of it, but we'll get to that when we start reacting to the music. But so far, impressive. Oh no. Oh man, look at the foxes behind him. I don't know if you guys ever heard this band called Baby Metal. They're a J-rock, completely different thing. But they use foxes in a very weird imagery. Getting flashbacks to that. I love it, you know? It seems like they're actually truly connected with one another, you know? Like, and I guess you kind of have to have this sort of chemistry and be able to do this sort of thing. But like, that's one of the things that like I really notice is just how, I don't know, just how friendly they are with one another, how much they seem to actually deeply care for one another. And I mean, man, it's just great to have friends like that, that truly have your back, that truly want to see you succeed, that aren't just waiting to, you know, waiting for you to stop talking so they can say their piece. It seems like it's more of like this mutual respect, and you love to see it. I wish more people were like that. I wish I had more friends like this. It's beautiful to see. All right, so Jin is the group official visual and central role in their storyline, who runs through their MV. I'm assuming MV is music videos. Those MVs are marked with BU content. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry YouTube was a jerk and did the thing. I'm going to figure it out for my next stream. I don't know why it does this. I'm not going to go into rage mode, but trust me, it's infuriating. Thanks so much for coming over here to Twitch. I am going to just still upload this whole live broadcast to YouTube after, because a lot of people want to see this after. So I'm going to try and get this recorded and sent over to YouTube. So thanks for coming over here and bearing with us. All right, let's continue. So he takes the visualization very serious. A visual artist. Man, again, you love to see it.
홀로 남을까 봐두려워.
감정은 되게 좋은 것 같은데.
좀 좋아했던 것 같아요. 저도 생각을 했는데
지금 약간
He does live streams? Eat Jin. All right. All right. So how do you say this? Is Jungkook? Is that? I'm probably butchering this guy's name. I'm sorry if I am. Interesting. They all live stream. Interesting.
선명해지는 그곳으로 가. You are the cause of my euphoria.
Pretty cool. I don't know. I got a thing with heights. I don't think I could ever do that. He seems pretty comfortable up there on that high wire. In 2011, Jungkook auditioned for the South Korean talent show Superstar K. He was not selected, but ended up scouted by 7 different entertainment agencies who wanted to sign him. All right, wow. Pretty wild stuff. Wow, he's only 13? Dang.
깨달고 싶다. 보고 있고 싶다. 아, 보고 있고 싶다. 갑자기. 진짜. 저기 있어. 빨간 머리.
I don't know if you guys could see what the text just said there, but it was saying he's known to have the most stable voice to be able to sing and dance at the same time. Most of these pop stars, you've probably seen, you know, lip sync fails and things like that. A lot of them, they're just using backing tracks, or they're at least layering their voice. That sounded very real and very clean to me, and he's still busting some moves. And yeah, stable, I think, is a fantastic word to use. I want to see that one more time and just see if there's using any sort of like effects as a crutch or anything. There are backing tracks, but it's not directly to his voice. He is harmonizing off of the main melody. But that's it. It sounds like he's just literally using a clean mic and going straight in and dancing at the same time. I don't know if anybody's ever tried singing and dancing or singing and moving at the same time, but your heart rate goes up, you start sweating, it's hard to breathe, and you really need to have breath control. So having a stable voice while you're able to move like that is pretty impressive. Take that back a little bit. Let's see that one more time.
저기 있어요. 빨간 머리.
Yeah, it's a clean line. That's a clean line. You can hear it in the breath. Awesome.
빠지면 되게 데미지가 세요. 물론 7명 누가 또 그렇지만 정국이는 어쨌든 메인 보컬을 담당하고 있고 퍼포먼스적으로도 본인이 센터에서 굉장히 중요한 축을 담당하는
It's the center of the acts.
정국이가 빠지면 대체가 안 된단 말이에요.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. They're always... You would assume like being in the spotlight and being so massively popular that basically this would go to your head. The popularity would go to your head. But like in every chance I see an interview with them talking about a different member or whatever, they're always just saying such positive and nice things about them. There doesn't seem to be, I don't know, there doesn't seem to be any sort of jealousy or who wants to be on top or who's the actual leader or who's the front man, or I guess you just call it a leader. It doesn't seem to be like that. It seems to be about the integrity of the art, the integrity of the project as a whole. And it's just one of the things I respect about these guys. And it's awesome to see. But I mean, with any group, with any, you know, act like this, there's going to be internal fights and things like that. You're going to get on people's nerves and everything. But you don't seem to see it in any sort of like media, or at least I haven't seen it at least yet. What I see is just 7 friends coming together. Maybe friends is even too light of a work. They seem like connected and truly just looking out for one another. I just wish more people were kind of like that in general. I wish I had more friends like how BTS treat each other. You know what I mean? I love his voice. All right, so this guy kind of does it all. He fills in for when the members are sick. He writes a lot of the music, and then, or at least the structure of it, and then has people come together and just kind of ad-lib into it. Pretty wild. I got to hear that one more time, though. Sorry, I got to go back. You gotta understand, I've been dying to hear this music for like a month and a half now, and I've been staying away from it. So these little snippets are very exciting to me. Again, completely clean. This guy can just do it all, I guess. Whoa. My butter jam.
한번 다시. 괜찮은 것 같은데.
Golden Coast closet film.
As the waters climbing up, the hardest part.
I don't know what song that was, with just the piano, the light bass, and that soft singing. But I'm excited to get to that one. Somebody wouldn't mind posting in chat what song that little soft one is, if you know what it is. That's going to be one of the first ones I'm going to want to check out. Oh, it's not a BTS song? Dang it. I liked it. He plays the drums too? That last one when he was playing the drums, that melody sounded familiar to me. I may have actually heard that song in passing and not realized what it was, but that one kind of sounds familiar. I may have just heard it on the radio in passing. That was Dynamite. I know it's a popular one. I may have heard that before. Sounds kind of familiar. Oh, damn. That's pretty cool. So he's doing a lot of like karate and stuff like that. I used to take Taekwondo when I was younger. And I was amazed. I think I only got up to like yellow or purple belt. I never got high like a black belt or anything like that. But I was amazed like after doing it for like a year or two that like how similar it kind of was to dancing. Just because a friend of mine who was doing dance and I was doing karate in kind of the same studio. I was like, oh, hey, we're kind of doing the same thing. I was just doing kicks and she was doing spins and twirls. So it's amazing how it's kind of like the same thing. You know, karate is kind of a dance, I guess. Karate is one of those things, like, I think even in my adult years, I would love to go back to and learn. I was never in better shape. I was so flexible. I mean, I was just all stretched out all the time. I think karate is just good for people. All right, so we're moving on to V. Kim Tae-hung. Sorry, I'm probably butchering that name. Hyung. Better known by his stage name V. Born December 30th, 1995. Oof, another young'un. I keep trying to pay attention to the music because music is kind of my thing, you know? Music is my background, it's my what I do. But I'm finding myself more and more fascinated by just like the visual elements of things that are going on, just the choreography and things like that. This is not something I normally get into because I just don't know a whole lot about it, but there's something hypnotizing about just the way that they move. Like, I don't even know how to describe it because I'm not a dancer. I don't know all the correct terms, but it's incredibly hypnotizing. And it's like, it seems so deliberate. Like every tiny movement just seems so, I mean, it's got to be practiced. It's just 100% practiced. It's very, very polished. I feel like I just watch these guys just dance all day without any music. Maybe I'm into dancing now. Who knows? So he was just basically accompanying a friend at Big Hit, and he's just kind of there as his friend's auditioning, and somebody, I don't know, maybe in the lobby says, hey, why don't you give an audition a shot? And he did, and now he's in one of the biggest bands in the world because of it. Talk about just things working out in your favor. It's crazy to me that just how life works sometimes. It's awesome. Oh.
Looks like a winter bear. Your sleeves so appealing. I wish you good night, good night, good night, good night, good night.
It amazes me that they just have these kind of voices, that they're able to just do this sort of thing without like any sort of musical background. I mean, this song right here, what we just heard, this folky kind of song we just heard, I mean, it could have been years into his career and with vocal training and working with a lot of, you know, really smart music producers, but it's amazing to me that people just have this sort of foundation in them. Like, you know, like he wasn't even going to be auditioning. He was just accompanying a friend to, you know, an audition. And now he's doing stuff like this. That was awesome. I mean, his voice sounded very breathy, but that just means that the voice is coming from his throat. And it gives it kind of like that indie folk type vibe to it. And so far, everything I've heard, these little music clips, this is kind of, I don't know, it's different to me. It's adding a different dynamic to this. And it's just getting me more excited to check out this music because it's sounding more and more like it's not all going to be completely 100% polished kind of pop tunes. I think some of it is going to be almost like folky and almost like indie in a way. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm seeing these guys play acoustic instruments. I'm seeing them play piano and acoustic guitar and things like that. Obviously, yeah, you're seeing them in the studio and working, you know, with Digital Performer or Pro Tools or whatever in this nice polished studio. But it seems like the foundation of a lot of these songs are written acoustically. And I'm excited to hear how they sound acoustically. I'm sure they've got some great acoustic live stuff that would be fantastic to see. Yeah, soulful. This guy might be the best one so far. Come on, dude. Awesome control. The dance line. All right.
형이 사비 어차피 형이 랩도 하지만 형이 보컬도 있으니까 저는 개인적으로 좋아가지고 그냥 이 산통을 형 보컬을 좋아하는 사람들한테 그냥 형을 보여주고자 그냥 형 보컬을 하면 통째로 그냥 다.
Going back to organic instruments, he's playing an actual piano there. I mean, it looks like it's just a stage piano or something you might have backstage or whatever. But it's incredibly, I don't know, it's just awesome to see them playing organic instruments. I mean, I love keyboards. I play keyboards myself. I love that cheesy electronic sound. It's awesome. You know, it's something I really dig. But seeing them kind of get down with these organic instruments, it's fantastic. It's awesome to see. And it's leading me to believe that they probably have these sort of elements in a lot of their music. And I like that they keep playing Butter again. I'm really digging that song lately. Oh, he played saxophone as well. And violin? In his younger days. I wonder if he still does. All right. Nice try. Ah! What the hell is happening?
너 뭔 짓이야? 형이 무슨 짓이야? 왜 이러는 건데?
Let go, man!
너 누구라고?
I don't know what the heck that was. It was so intense. So he went to stab the guy. He grabbed the sword, and then the guy who stabbed him said, "What are you doing?" Neither of them are letting go. I don't know what that was. It looks intense, though. He's into photography? Oh, we take some good shots. Oh, a nice little turtle. That's beautiful. Oh, so, yeah. So someone was saying they all live stream. Are these guys on Twitch or are they streaming on some kind of other platform? I don't think I've ever seen... If they're on Twitch, I gotta go follow these guys. I'd love to see some of their live streams, what they get down with. So he's just doing like a radio announcer type thing. He's just playing some jams and just dancing and having a good time, I guess. It's kind of a cool way to connect with people. Oh, it's 5. It's a Korean platform? Oh. There it is again. There it is again. Kind of like a slower moving, almost like R&B pop style song on the down tempo. Lyrics as to what you would expect about like, girl, I'm gonna take you, and you know, I'm gonna do this or whatever. Again, he's talking about love. Again, he's talking about vulnerability. It seems like it's coming from such an honest, real place, and to me, that is so refreshing. Excuse me. Especially, you know, seeing it from younger guys and seeing a younger generation of, you know, music creators actually just being honest with music and not having it just be about what I said before, the girls in your arms, the cars in your garage, the mega mansions, the substance of it all. And yeah, I think these lyrics so far seem very vulnerable, very honest, and to me, that's incredibly refreshing. And a lot of it seems to be revolved around love as well, which is just incredibly wholesome. I love it. I love to see it. Excuse me, lose my voice here. Here we go. Popping and locking dance. Look at him go. What? Okay, that's a step up from just popping and locking. And as cool as that kind of looks, or the street dancing thing looks, and like I said, it's hypnotizing. That is something on a different level. That is art in motion. That is what that is. That is incredibly beautiful. I gotta see that again. I'm sorry, I'm taking it back here. Wow, that is impressive. Again, I'm sorry, I don't have any choreography background. I don't know much about dancing, but I don't care who you are. That's just beautiful. Look at this movement. It's beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. The sheer amount of core strength this guy must have. That's wild, man. I don't know. That kind of hits me. I don't know. That hits me. Maybe I'm alone in that one. Maybe not. I think it's maybe they do this kind of thing all the time. But to me, that is just incredibly impressive. It's just beautiful. Oh. These shows must be incredible to witness. Specialize in contemporary dance. See, I don't even know what that is. Look at him go. He just makes it look so effortless. It looks like he's almost falling with style. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm not a choreographer. I don't know the names of these dance moves, but like it looks like he's falling with style and in control. I could watch that all day, all day. All right, he's a lead vocalist and he's known for his unique tone, soft and high pitched. All right. So far, what I'm noticing from these vocalists too is they all kind of have their strengths to them. You know, whether it be from a perspective of just like a low, kind of like the bass, to a mid to a high. You know, you want that kind of dynamic. So I guess he's going with the high and soft tone. Although another guy does a soft tone too. I don't know. I'll have to hear more of the music. Yeah, I was reading the martial arts thing, I think.
꿈속이 싫어 내 안에 갇혀서 난 죽어 있어 Don't wanna be lonely just wanna be yours
Again, clean. This is the thing. This is the crazy part of it. All of these performances, at least on this video, the mic line has been completely clean. Zero effects whatsoever. It's so easy just to throw in a quick, you know, limiter, a quick little delay, reverb, whatever you can do, just a small little amount, just to give you like that extra little bit. But you know what that does? That eats at the authenticity of the performance. You know what I mean? And so far, out of all these things that I've seen them singing, the live versions of it, there's been zero effects. And I was kind of expecting, once I get into the music, to hear a lot of effects and things like that. And I'm kind of surprised that there's not. Just another cool little thing. Like, obviously, that right there, that's a studio recording. So things are going to be, you know, quantized to hell. It's going to be EQ to hell. And it's going to, you know, sit perfectly in the mix. And that's just the way studio recordings are. Of course, you want it to be the best representation of the sound. But the live stuff, it's all clean. Listen to the breaths. More acoustic instruments.
I love yourself.
Oh, here's what you're saying. They showed a clip of that before of him like doing karate. Or another guy doing karate. Damn, dude. Damn. Look at that. That's a full-on split right there. I can't get anywhere close to that. Lucky if I can get my knee up to my belly button. Look at this guy go. Man, he's gonna be pretty good. Look at this stage. To get to know the personalities better, they have their own docuseries in shows like Run, BTS, and Bon Voyage, and BTS in the Soup. I don't think I've heard of those yet. I think people recommended Run BTS to me before. I'm not sure about Bon Voyage. Okay, so is that it? I think that might be it. Yeah, I think it is. Man, again, big shout out, big props for Ida S for putting this whole thing together. I mean, this was fantastic. Out of all the documentaries I've seen, this really did kind of go into detail with each member of the band and what they do. And I feel like I got a better understanding of like their role and where they stand in the group. And I have an even better understanding and a better respect for the guys for just kind of just being cool with one another, you know, I feel like friends is almost too light of a word to describe their relationship with each other. From what I've seen so far, it seems like they just have such a mutual respect for one another. And it's just beautiful to see. You know, in today's day and world, everything just seems so cutthroat and getting to the top, or like I said, just waiting, your friend just waiting for you to stop talking so they can put their piece into it. It seems so narcissistic. And from what I'm seeing from these guys seem to approach music and life from a very humble perspective, which is always amazing to see. Let me do one of these here for a second. I'm gonna get some little jams for the background because I want to talk about what we learned about that. Let's turn that down a little bit. Yeah, I'll go back over here. So yeah, huge shout out to Ida S for putting these sort of things together, and all these YouTubers that put these little documentaries out for laymen's and newcomers like me to kind of really dissect and enjoy. This was incredibly informative and fun to watch. Time flew by. The documentary was only 29 minutes, but it felt like it was just 2 minutes, just kind of sitting and getting to know the guys a little bit. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go from here. I mean, people keep saying this series is the way to go. I really do want to start hearing some of the music, especially after hearing some of the clips and the dynamics from what I heard tonight. You know, just I heard a bunch of different styles, and I don't know what I want to do. Part of me wants to just say, let's start at the beginning. Let's go to the first album, the first track, and just work our way up to what we have now. And part of me is like, well, maybe I can just do this series, and whatever songs they play in the series, right after we finish watching that episode, maybe we can just react to whatever songs were in that episode, just back to back to back. And I want to do all that live. And that could be fun too. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, but I think at this point, I have an understanding, a deep understanding of where these boys came from. Their humble beginnings with Big Hit Entertainment. I remember vividly them sleeping in this small room with bunk beds and just clawing their way to the top. I also watched the documentary series talking about what it took for them to get from where they were to where they are right now, and all the people that doubted them and continue to doubt them and be incredibly rude and downright nasty, honestly. So I feel like I've got a good foundation of kind of who they are, or as much as I can from watching these documentaries. And like I said before, even if I don't like any of this music, even if this music still isn't for me and it doesn't resonate with me, I think I'm always going to have a deep respect for these guys, from their philosophy, their outlook on life, what they do for their community, and what they do for just raising hope and awareness for mental health and things like that. These are inspiring, amazing traits to have. And to see a younger generation of artists come up and push these things forward and talk more about things with substance and less about things with how many girls you have on your shoulders or diamond rings you have or mansions, it's incredibly refreshing, man. It's refreshing. You know, I'm an old guy. I'm an old man. I'm probably older than some of you, maybe not. But to me, modern music is just, it's spiraled out of control. You know, there's nothing I can relate to or connect with. But these are real, humble, human emotions. Beautiful writing. I'd love to go into the lyrics too. I think I'm gonna have to do that too. If I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this right. I think I started doing this from a very interesting perspective. And I think if I'm gonna start reacting to the music, I wanna do this right. I wanna analyze the lyrics. I wanna figure out what they're talking about, figure out what they mean, figure out what it means to me on first read, learn more about that, learn more about the music itself, and then go forward. But yeah, I don't know what else to say, but this was absolutely beautiful. The thing that took me by surprise the most was the choreography. And I was not expecting that. I was not expecting to be blown away by the dancing. I don't know anything about dancing. Nothing. I'm not cultured in that way. I don't go to ballets or plays or anything like that. Not because I hate them, just because I got other stuff to do. But some of those moves were beautiful, man. Just absolutely beautiful. I could just watch them dance all day. And maybe I just needed to dig deep into the choreography aspect of this and the dancing. Also, what was another thing? Oh, the clean mics. All of the live performances, the absolute clean mics with zero outside effects. Yeah, there were some backing tracks in the music, but I mean, so what? The main thing you're there for, the artist, is clean. What you're hearing is their actual voice. No outside studio magic or crutches whatsoever. What you're hearing is them. That's refreshing. You don't see that every day. And the mutual respect thing, man, it's all inspiring. I need more friends like that. But this has been a wild ride, man. This has been a wild ride learning about BTS. And I gotta say thank you to all the people that have been helping me, that have been sharing their stories about what BTS means to you, how this music has changed you, why it's important. Like, it's awe-inspiring to see. Doing these reactions, you are always going to encounter massive fan groups of other artists, and what they'll do is they'll jump into your channel and they say, react to this, react to that, just do whatever. And it's like, okay, well, I got a million things to do, you know? BTS fandom seems to have taken things a little bit of a step further. They have told me why I should react to those things and what it means to them. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. I can talk about that sort of things. If music connects with you on a deep personal level, I'm probably going to be curious about that. I'm going to want to figure out why. This has been a lot of fun. I do apologize about all of the problems with YouTube and all that stuff. I'm gonna fix my software today to make sure next week everything is up and running and smooth for everybody. But that's why I had Twitch in the background here in case something like that happened. I know a lot of you guys came over from YouTube, and I know it's a pain to switch websites and do all that stuff. So thank you for just taking the time out of your day and making that extra click and following and all that stuff. It was very cool, you guys. And for just being here. I'm sorry I could not keep up with the comments. I tried glancing over and reading them, but I really wanted to watch this video and kind of dissect it and share my honest first thoughts and everything. But I will go back and rewatch this video, and we'll see where we go from there. Kashada coming in with a ton of gifted subs. Good shot, man. Thank you, brother. The video isn't over? Oh, am I missing more? You're right. There's a couple more seconds. You're right. Here I am. But to end things,
Thank you for subscribing
when there's more.
Gym Games Live.
I almost missed this. I almost completely missed this.
Thank you for
Oh no, my alerts.
to Gym
I can't turn off my alerts either, I don't think. Can I? No. No, I can't. Well, 1 second.
Thank you for
I'm sorry, I know it's annoying. Oh, here we go.
Games Live.
That should do it.
Thank you.
No, it's not going to do it.
Subscribing to Jim.
Maybe this? Yes. Okay, that'll do it. Kashada, thank you so much. I just don't want to annoy everybody with all the thank you for subscribing to Gym Games Live. Let's watch the end of this documentary. I almost missed it. Wasn't paying attention, but thank you so much, Kashada. All right. We got a couple more seconds here. Let's see where this documentary goes.
무대 2시간 반 동안 내가 너무 살아있다고 느끼기 때문에 진짜 사람 미치게 만들고
So this is just goofy, man.
무엇을 기대했는가?
Look at all these shows are on. They just seem fun.
야 다리 끊어질 일은 없겠지? 야 엄청 무섭다.
Okay, so those are those shows they were talking about, the Scoop and all that stuff in Run BTS. So they're on all these television shows. They just seem kind of fun to watch too. Maybe I'll check those out as well. That was pretty wild. Guys, I'm going to drop this little link here in chat. If you want to stay connected off stream, be a part of the little communities, know what's going on with the channel, check out the Discord. If not, you guys have done already more than enough for just being here and sharing some of your experiences and excuse me, helping me understand this. So thank you so much for that. It's incredibly kind and it's been a very rewarding experience for me to be able to do this with y'all. So I really can't say thank you enough for taking the time out of your day to help a noob like me understand what is going on with this phenomenon. It's fantastic. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I do. And I apologize about the YouTube shenanigans. I'll try and get that fixed for next week. I think next week, I don't want to commit to it, but we might start with episode 1 of that series, Bagton. I gotta figure out how to say it before I stream it, probably. Or maybe start off with like episode 1 of that series and then just go through all the episodes every Sunday at 3 p.m. I don't know. What do you guys think? But that is going to do it for me today. I hope you all enjoyed yourself. I enjoyed myself. A million thank yous for being here and just helping me understand everything. It is incredibly kind of you all. I hope you have a fantastic night, and I will catch you out later. Bye, everybody.